The nature of our dialogue today requires a cross-sectoral representation, so we have made sure that in this room we've got representatives from the private sector, including our employers that support us. We've got representatives from government, and of course the not-for-profit sector.
I was looking up the definition of social innovation in Wikipedia. I was mentioning this, Tony, this morning, that they actually say that there are many overlapping meanings, which means that there are many interpretations. So you are going to have a fantastic discussion this morning. I hope you participate as well.
Social innovation can be defined as it refers to new ideas that resolve existing social, cultural, economic, and environmental challenges for the benefits of people and planet. A true social innovation is a system changing, permanently altering the perceptions, behaviors, and structures that previously gave rise to these challenges. Even more simply, a social innovation is an idea that works for the public good.
I think in many ways, social innovation is about embracing paradox, because living is about life posts. We always play between two goalposts, and one of those plays that we engage in is courage and fear, passivity and action, birth and death. And I think that social innovation is actually born in contradictory spaces. I want to suggest that social innovation is about passion.
How needs are changing radically around the world, how the response to addressing those needs with effect and impact is changing, and how collaboration between many, many different parties with a clear intent to make a difference is becoming the forefront of best practice. as different organizations, different people look to step up and address the challenges that are there. And challenges, clearly there are many.
It's very much thinking about problems, challenges in a new way. It can be a little bit daunting at times when you think about the enormity of some of the things we're facing. But in our experience, it's, not being afraid to, put your toe in the water and sometimes jump in with both feet, but really doing it in a thoughtful way and engaging the experts. And sometimes you're finding that expertise in places that you didn't expect.
As part of our approach to social innovation, which is really, at the most simplest, finding new ways to address old social problems. Let's figure out a way where we can find synergies between your work and those doing social purpose work. Let's give each other permission to think about sustainability from a triple bottom line perspective: financial, social, and environmental. Just declare it. Pick one that works and resonates for you, declare it, and then act accordingly.
I was actually curious, and maybe this is a question for Tanya and Tony specifically, about what were some of the organizational conditions or success factors that allowed you to adopt a culture of social innovation?
When you talk about things like social innovation, it's really helping to have the conversation in a way that people can relate to it, and helping people understand what it is and get excited about it. So it's really giving people points of reference and see how, what's something that perhaps seems quite grand and out there in the ether is actually something that can be very tangible.
So the question is, if we are moving into this realm of social innovation, what role then does venture capital play in also stimulating that space? Because if we want to have sustainable change that will impact communities that are at risk, we need to have the community also taking part in that investment and not rely simply on large organizations. And in this jurisdiction, we are risk averse in terms of venture capitalists stepping forward and really taking that sort of cross-sectoral and organic approach. So what role then would that play in terms of really making social innovation take root?
So in the Center for Impact Investing, what we found out is that we need to do two things at the same time. Build the capacity of the social ventures in the community to get investment ready. The second part of that is working with this prospective impact investor community. And again, they're often younger folks who are saying, I have made some money, or I'm interested in making money and living my values at the same time. And they want a much more engaged form of philanthropy, and they want to use their dollars differently. There's a real focus on demonstrating impact.
I guess the question's short, but when I think of social innovation, sort of the first thing that came to my head was social media, and I was just sort of curious what you guys thought the role of social media is in sort of moving forward with social innovation.
I've been watching the Apple iPad story and how, because of the social media backlash about employment labor standards, that there's now changes being made, wholesale changes in countries where traditionally it would be very difficult to make those types of policy changes. And also the contribution of social media in the Arab Spring, in fact, to advance that change, because there was a global spotlight using social media. So I think that we have to manage this carefully, and that we all have a stake in that. But there's still opportunities to see the impact that we desire.
As you can see, with the collective impact of what we can do, we really are changing people's lives. So I hope you can feel what that impact really does mean to us here and our clients.